where we talk about all things yoga. Today we are talking about the belly roll, or belly bolster. This is a technique you can use. It's more of a restorative pose, although it's very intense, so I wouldn't call it restorative. But it is a slow holding, very gentle kind of pose to come into. And it's a pose that somehow, throughout all my years of taking yoga and teaching, I've never come in contact with, ever. And I learned it for the first time last week. I did it last week. I did it this past weekend with one of my teachers here on the Cape, Petra, who owns Orleans Yoga Pilates, where we are right now. I'll link to her in the show notes. But yeah, so I learned this technique with Petra last week, and I just had my mind blown by it. This technique, this pose, can be good for working with releasing the psoas, releasing SI joint pain, releasing low back issues. It can also help a lot with stimulating the digestive system, stimulating the circulatory system. So all these amazing benefits of this really simple pose and this really simple technique that I just had never done before. Personally, when I came into this for the first time, I found it extremely painful. And painful in my low back, surprisingly. But not painful in a bad way, like I was pinching and getting injured. Painful in the same way that a deep tissue massage or a really good chiropractic adjustment would be painful. So it's like that. After I've done it both times, I've found an amazing amount of relief and release in my low back. So I wanted to show it to you. Really simple, really straightforward. All you need is a blanket. Yoga blanket is preferred, but any blanket that has some thickness to it, some tooth is good. So you take the blanket as it comes off the stack, and you unfold it once. So you have this longer blanket, and you take it from the folded side. Everyone's blanket will be a little bit different size, but you want to take it from the folded side and have a pretty wide side of it. You're going to accordion fold it from here. So 4 sides, or 4 layers, folded 3 times. Okay, so again, accordion, 1 fold there, 2 fold there, 3 fold there, and now you have 4 layers, and you can double check that to make sure. From here, you're going to take this roll, you're going to move on your mat so that you're facing your mat, and put this roll in front of you on the mat. You'll take one end of the roll. You're going to roll it very tightly, the way Petra describes it, like you would roll a sleeping bag to put it back in its little case. Right? So you take it and roll it very tightly. And depending on the size of your torso, the size of your body, and kind of what works for you, you will roll it a different size. But I'm going to roll it maybe 2-3 times. So mine looks kind of like this. About maybe 5-6 inches in diameter. Okay, so you'll play with it and see what feels best for you. Once you have this little roll, you hold it tight, you're going to lay on it. We're trying to place the low belly, so between the pubic bone, the top of the pubic bone, and the belly button. About 1 inch below the belly button is where we're going for. So you'll slowly come down onto this roll. Okay, so it's going to be uncomfortable. You are lowering, really, this whole roll into your belly, into your abdomen. You can lay either on top of the top part of the roll. I like to move it off to the side a little bit and then come down on my hands with my forehead. And this is the pose. That's all you do, and you literally hold it. So I'm lifting up to show you, but you wouldn't lift up. You would stay like this. You let the body relax into this shape and let your belly just kind of take the form of the blanket. And the blanket applies this pressure right up into all of your organs, right up into the digestive system, and right up into all the abdominal muscles. And those abdominal muscles wrap all the way around. They're all connected. And once you stay here for a little while, you will start to feel a release or pain. Right? It can definitely be intense the first couple times, in my experience. If you want to play with it a little bit, take it a little deeper, once you've been here for a while, you can begin to add a little movement side to side. So that means you would roll ever so gently onto your right side, and you would feel kind of all the organs get pushed to the left, right? And you'd feel that blanket a little bit deeper into the right side of your belly, right side of your hip. And then you would do the same thing over to the left. This is where it starts to get even more intense. And you would just do that a couple times, slowly back and forth. So it looks like nothing, but I promise you, it's something. For a little more intensity, you can make that roll a little bit bigger, but you don't want to go too big, right? Because then you lose the benefits. It becomes just kind of this crazy rounding, right? You can stay here for anywhere from like a minute to 15 minutes. The longer you can stay, the better, but you don't want to push it. I would recommend starting out slow and building up a little bit, but if you want to join me, I'm going to start trying to do this every day if I can. I really want to see if it helps me with some of my low back pain. I feel like it could, and so simple and really relaxing too. So just like take some time in the morning or in the evening and do it. Maybe give it a try and see if you get some relief. Also really great for people who have IBS or any other digestive system issues. Can be really, really healing for them. So if you're one of those people, I definitely recommend you trying it out as well. So report back. Let me know how it goes if you try it. Let me know if you have any questions. And thanks for tuning in.